Hello everyone, Tina here. I hope you're having a lovely day. Thank you so much for joining me for Try It Out Tuesday. Today we're going to make a note card set. So it's all the same design, and I'm going to be using a stamp set from Pretty Pink Posh. This here is called the Floral Hearts, and it is, I did pick up the coordinating dies to go with it, but it has a heart wreath that has some pretty florals around it, and then there's an inside piece that you can color in separately, or you can stamp it on the inside of your heart to create a solid floral wreath. So I thought it'd be fun to create a note card set with this. I'm going to stamp the inside piece, the solid smaller heart, 5 times on a piece of white cardstock. The ink that I'm using, actually I'm going to stamp it 6 times, one for good measure. The ink that I'm using is Tin Pail. It's a Fun Stamper's Journey ink, and it's perfect for no-line watercoloring. So I'm using this so I can color in my image with my Zig Clean Color Real Brush markers. I'm going to also stamp the outline. Originally I was going to pop up the inside piece, put it on my wreath, and for a little bit of added dimension, and I thought it would be a little too much for my smaller note card. So I ended up putting that smaller solid heart on the inside of my note cards. But all my images are stamped, 6 of each. I'm going to zoom in, and I'm going to play a little bit of music while I color. And like again, I'm going to use my Zig Clean Color Real Brush markers. Super easy to do. I'll use my water brush to spread out the color. Basically what I do is add just a touch of color where I want it to be the darkest, and then I use my water brush to spread the color out. Now when you don't emboss your images, it's a little bit more tricky because you want to stay inside those lines, but the Zig Clean Color Real Brush markers actually have a real fine tip to make it easy to get in those intricate areas. So no worries. Well, I'm going to play a little music while I finish up my coloring, and when I'm done coloring, I will get you back. Okay, coloring is all done, and you can see here I created a blue heart for the most part. I did add pink or the red hearts to all of them, but I have blue, orange, yellow, purple, and pink. So kind of a rainbow order. We're going to go ahead and take the coordinating dies and die cut out the solid heart and then the larger one. There's two die sets in here. One will cut out the wreath. It doesn't separate, and then there's this one, you can separate it, and then you can cut out the centerpiece and then also the outline of the heart. And we're going to do both with all 5 colored in hearts. We'll just line them up, run them through the die cut machine. Once they're die cut, we're going to bring in some colored cardstock to coordinate with the hearts. These are the colors I chose, and these are actually lighter colors. I'm going to create card bases with a darker version of these. But I'm taking a square die. We're going to create a panel on each one of these colored cardstock sheets, and we're going to mat this panel on our darker color card base. The card bases are 3.5 inches by 3.5 inches squared, and then the light matte piece is 3 inches squared. So there's pretty small note cards. I think we would make pretty Valentines too. I'm going to go ahead and add foam adhesive behind my heart, place it in the center, and then I will take the inside piece and put it on the inside of my card. This way I can stamp the sentiment on the outside. This one says hugs and kisses, and then we have a little heart on the inside. If you want to put that heart on your envelope, you could do that too. Okay, we'll do the same thing. We're adding our lighter color to our card base, our little note card, and then we're going to add the purple heart to this one. And then we're just going to repeat the process. There's quite a few little stamp sets in here. The purple one, we're going to stamp You're Sweet. And then there's With Love. There's I Love You. Sending Hug or Sending Love. So I'm just going to basically repeat the process. We're making some pretty simple note cards today, but I think they look really, this would be a real pretty note card set. A nice little gift to give. Or a little individual Valentines. Sometimes I like making smaller cards just because cards. We'll stamp the sentiment on this one, flip it over, pop it up, and place it in the center. And just kind of do an assembly line, little assembly. This is going to go on the inside. And then once they're all done, I'm going to go ahead and take some baker's twine that coordinate with each one of my note cards. This is like a fuchsia. I'm going to add a bow. We're going to tie it to the left. We'll just trim off the tails. I have tons of baker's twine, and I like using it for note card sets, especially when it coordinates with my cardstock. I think that looks really nice. We'll do the same thing with the blue and the purple and all the rainbow colors. And then for finishing touches, I did take my Ranger diamond glitter glue. We'll just trim the tails here first. And then I'm going to add a little splashes of glitter to each one of my hearts. There's little like berry flowers on there. I'm just going over those. And it's really picking up the color. And after we have this done, I think they look fabulous. Cute little note cards. I think great for every day again, or just because. Little bag of cookies maybe. I did leave the cleanup in, guys, for Try It Out Tuesdays. I like to do that for you guys. And I actually made an envelope in there. But thanks so much for stopping by. I wish you a lovely day. I'm going to play a little music while I clean up, and we'll see you again soon. Bye-bye.